In this video, we are going to cover all things no contact. And so by the end of this video, you're going to have some insight into how the avoidant feels during a period of no contact, the different stages that they might go through. We're also going to talk about the mistakes that people make over and over and over again so that you don't have to. And we're going to talk about the benefits of no contact for you and for them. So by the end of it, you'll feel strong, you'll feel inspired, and you won't feel like texting them. Because I know it's so hard. No contact is not easy, okay? It's your pattern, it's your habit, it's your thing that gets you connection in the moment. And we're going to come on to this in a minute because there is so much to say about this very powerful change in your dynamic that actually can really be for the better and is for the better for both of you. So before I get into this video though, I'd just like to say a massive thank you because we reached 10k. Wow. 10k subscribers, that is so cool, and thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the content and that you're getting something out of it. I love seeing your comments, and as a thank you, I'd like to offer you a 30% discount on my coaching, my courses and my ebooks for the rest of the year, which is way longer than I usually do a discount for. And so if you would like to buy some coaching, have some coaching with me to kickstart your 2025, or join one of the groups of the group coaching programs, it's an amazing time to do it because it's 30% off. And you just have to put in the end, at the checkout, there's a little box where you can put 10k thank you, and it'll discount it to 30%. So just a thank you for helping me get to 10k. So, right, no contact. If you have recently been in a situation where you've broken up with someone or you've set a boundary, and, you know, boundaries are for you at the end of the day. They are to protect you from continuous disappointment and continuous mistreatment and continuous whatever it is that's going on that you don't like. So when you're in no contact with someone who's avoidant, they initially might actually feel really relieved, and that can really be very triggering because you can think, oh my god, they just don't care. And if you're doing the thing, which is what you shouldn't be doing, which is stalking and checking and asking about them, you're going to feel really disappointed because they can really seem like they're totally okay. They'll be relieved because they are not under any pressure anymore to be emotionally present, emotionally available to give you what you were asking for, which is perfectly acceptable, by the way, which is just an authentic, real, honest relationship, which is committed and going forward, right? So if they are avoidant, then they're going to feel like, oh, okay, at least I don't have to do that right now. And they might go into their kind of, you know, well of things that they do to distract themselves, from watching a lot of Netflix to smoking, drinking, going out more, doing whatever it is that they do to distract themselves and make themselves feel like they're at equilibrium again. Because what they can often do, avoidance can feel like they feel really engulfed when they get too close to someone, and then, you know, they go back to their old identity that they think they were before they were with you or involved with you, and they do the things that they were doing that kept them safe. Their winning formulas, their coping mechanisms, the things that they've been doing to protect them from too much emotional intimacy, which was scary to them, because if they get too close to someone, they fear that they will be seen for all the faults that they think that they have, that they can't own because they're full of shame. Okay, so they'll feel relieved. They're like, oh good, so I don't have to do that anymore. Oh well. And they might think, well, she or he shouldn't have been this or that, and they'll do all of that kind of pointing the finger, which is horrible to be on the other side of, because you feel so misunderstood, you feel so unseen, it's not fair, they haven't got it, and this triggers you to make mistake number one, which is try to explain yourself. Okay, don't bother. You've already tried to explain yourself too much. And remember what I've said before, if someone is committed to misunderstanding you, you're wasting your energy. And you can know if someone is committed to misunderstanding you with how stressed you feel when you're trying to explain yourself. Ask yourself how you feel. And if you feel like you're screaming and no one's listening, or you're talking to someone going, la, 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 yeah, but you're the problem, then what's the point? You're just really using precious energy on someone who is not willing or ready to understand yet. So stop doing that. Don't do any more explaining. And one of the things as well that people do at the beginning of a no contact is they do more of that. We do more of it. And if you've done that, it's okay. We've all done it. We've all done the thing where we chase a bit more when we really feel someone pulling back. All we want to do is get more connection, get closer, and we try to over-explain, call them more times, chase them, try to get them to see a different way of seeing it, but all that does is make them feel more frightened and more shut down and less likely to open up, because it's their coping mechanism. It's not healthy, and it's not something that we should go, oh, well, okay, so they're scared, so I should be more like this. It's more like, no, this doesn't work. This doesn't work for me, yeah? So we say, okay, they're doing that thing again, and I've done the thing where I've been chasing, so now I just have to stop. I just have to stop doing that now. Draw a line in the sand if you've been doing that, and just stop doing that. And once you do, you're like, right, today is the day. Today's the day where I start not talking to this person about this anymore, and I give them what they've asked for. Space. You smother them with space. You let them have as much as they want, because they didn't want the intimacy, so give them what they want. Give them the space, right? And at first they'll be glad of that. And then it can take time. It can take, their nervous system a bit of time to regulate, where they don't feel threatened by you, and they start feeling a little bit curious, like, oh, he or she's not chasing me anymore. He or she's not doing the thing they usually do. So I wonder what's going on. And they might, in time, it can take anything between, 2 weeks to a year or more before they go, oh, actually, I feel safe enough now to ask them, or maybe poke at them a bit, and maybe like some things on Facebook, and send them a completely random message about something that doesn't involve much emotional intimacy. They just check in to see if you're still there. And if you respond to it straight away, they go, oh, good, they're still there. So my ego can calm down now, and I'll just get on with being in my little cave. And that's not what you want to do. So be wary of the first sort of little prods. They might be just testing the water to see who you are now, where you are. I love a comment that someone left on one of my videos, which was, I'm not where he left me. I love that. How powerful is that? So when they do their testing things, oh, you think I'm going to respond to that, do you? You think that I'm just going to fall for it all over again? No, I'm not where you left me, and I'm not who I was when you left me either, because I've grown, because you use this time of no contact to grow, to heal, to give yourself the things that you were so desperately needing from them. Go to therapy, get a coach, do the work on yourself that makes you understand, why did I need them so much? Why was I so attached to them? What's this about? What's my attachment style doing in this situation? How can we unravel this? How can I actually be different? So there's 2 types of ways that people do no contact, right? One is that people do it because they're like, right, I'm going to do it, and then they're going to contact me, and then they're going to chase me, and then they're going to, want me. And that means that you sit there waiting and wondering and guessing how they are for the whole time, and you have no benefit from that. You just feel in purgatory. Yeah, it's not fun. So don't do that. The other option is for you to actually really focus on yourself, so that you're like, you know what, they're not there, they're doing their own thing, I can't see them, so I might as well use all of that energy that I was thinking about them with to focus on my health, my wealth, my friendships, my family, the things that I want to feel about myself, my nervous system patterns. I might as well use the time to really calm down. Because when you're in a stressful relationship ending pattern thing, your cortisol is like right up here, and it can take months for it to come down, and you deserve to be less stressed. So when you're checking on them and poking them and asking people about them, all you're doing is stressing yourself out. So don't do that, because first of all, your energy is felt, everywhere. So if you want to actually protect your energy, you've got to do things like not stalking them on social media. Don't do the daily check-in to see, has their profile picture changed? Is there any more updates? Because it just stresses you out immediately, even if you don't think it does, even if you're kind of numbed out from it, it's still creating a nervous system stress response every time you do that. So don't do that for you. Okay, don't ask their friends or family or get someone else to stalk their social media for you, because that is also just you trying to go through the back door. Do things like spending more time with friends, do something new, plan a trip for yourself, break the routine, do different things that actually show you and your nervous system that there's novelty in your life. So therefore, life is moving on, and you will feel it because it's true. It's actually true. And this is going to help you to feel like you're going to have these moments where you're like, you know what, I'm actually okay. I'm actually fine. I don't really mind if they're there doing whatever. Who cares? Because you end up just feeling so much better in yourself that you're just letting go naturally, okay? And this happens as a result of you doing good things for yourself. Yeah, when you're really focusing on your own energy. So often when you're really feeling like this, and this has happened to me so many times, oh my God, literally like clockwork, as soon as you actually just let go and you think, screw it, whatever, it was what it was, learned so many lessons, feel better in myself, like I don't really need them anymore. This is when they actually do reach out to you and they have that panic of like, oh, I lost them. Oh my God, I can see what I did. I can see what I did. I can see what I put this person through. I can see. And that can feel, I've seen it happen where people are like, oh, for God's sake, they're saying this now when I don't really need it. But the thing is, when you did need it, you needed it. And so you weren't healthy either. Do you know what I mean? So it's being in a place of being able to be like, okay, what comes, let it. What goes, let it. All is well. I'm just going to see how I feel at the time when things happen. And in the meantime, this no contact period was meant to be for my highest good. Yeah. One of the things that people really trip up on is that feeling of really, really wanting to be seen and understood by this person, which leads them to texting, to reaching out, to explaining and all this kind of thing. To stop yourself from doing that, really, really see if you can honour what you're trying to say. If you can say, I see you, or if you can even talk to someone who can co-regulate with you and say, I see how hard you tried. I see that you put everything into this relationship. I see all the love that you have to give. See if you can give that to yourself, because you just want that validation, and maybe you want it from them, but that's not who needs to love you more than you. You need to love you the most. And when you do, when you emanate love, when you become love, people are drawn to you from everywhere, not just this person, but other exes too. They'll come out of the woodwork. I've seen that happen so many times. Oh my God. But yeah, I think when you let go of them needing to always come back, it's when usually they do. But the thing is that the goal here is not that. The goal here is actually you feeling better, which is what this is all about. All of this whole thing is a journey back to you. The whole relationship was set up to bring you back to yourself, right? That's what this is all about. There were things that you couldn't see, blind spots that maybe you can still talk about with a coach. And this is why breakups are actually an amazing opportunity to really understand yourself more. Separation is an amazing opportunity to work with the feelings of loss, of rejection. Where are they coming from? What part of you needs to be loved? Which part of your younger self needs to be seen? This is stuff that you can do with a therapist. You can do with someone who gets it. This is what I'm here for, So if you would like any support with that, I'd love to help you. This is what the group coaching programs are amazing for as well. With all of the guest speakers that I have, there's so many amazing practitioners, therapists, psychotherapists, EFT practitioners, hypnotherapists. There's lots of people on the Conscious Creators Masters Academy. It's amazing, an amazing space. So if you'd like any more information about the February cohort, then you can find out about that on my website as well. But essentially, the mistakes that people make are reaching out too soon or falling for the little prods that the avoidant might give you to see if you're still there. And And the other mistake is like just going back all in and being like, okay, yeah, let's do it again. I'm so relieved that you're back and let's just go for it all again. And then inevitably the same avoidant pattern will still reappear. So you need to have boundaries in place to make sure that that doesn't happen. And then the process is relief initially. They'll feel relieved. They'll feel like, oh, I don't have to worry about that again. Then they'll still feel a bit curious, and then they might feel a bit panicked. And then unless they work on themselves, they'll just keep going through that cycle over and over and over again. And, you know, even if in this period of no contact, they meet someone else, honestly, just let them. Just let them do what they need to do. Give them the space that they need to have. You know, at this point in their life, let go of control, which is probably one of your patterns that you need to break to, letting go of control. Yeah, because whatever you're trying to do by texting or breaking no contact might be you trying to control the situation because you're not feeling loved. And that's what we need to work on. Yeah, you feeling really loved and filling your life up so that you actually feel full and whole. And I know how hard it is when you've got a real connection with someone and you miss them. Oh my God, I'm not disregarding any of that. I know this is hard, but actually underneath that is a real opportunity for massive transformation within yourself. That's what this is all about. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like any more information about what I do, if you'd like to work one-to-one, if you'd like some help processing whatever you're going through at the moment with someone else, or you'd just like to really manifest an incredible 2025, I've got lots of options available. And like I say, there's a 30% discount on all of my coaching until the end of the year, which is so cool. So hopefully I'll get to meet some more of you soon. Thanks again for helping me get to 10k. Really happy that you're enjoying the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.